really word to have a different wig on me, and I'm like, that's too much work, but I have that many wigs.
Do you wear wigs?
Do you wear wigs? You're a beautiful man. A beautiful man.
But do you wear wigs?
When will you wear
When
wigs?
will you wear wigs? Yeah, so like Elijah was like, what the fuck is this? Like, who is talking to me? Like, yeah. Yeah, TikTok's banned in India. It's been banned in India for forever.
TikTok is banned in India?
Yeah, it's banned in India.
Did you? Oh, so when I was in Tokyo, I tried to read some manhwa or manga online, and apparently they block it. Oh, I tried to use a VPN and everything, but they're very serious about selling like the handmade mangas and all that. So you cannot buy, or you cannot just like stream it online or read it online. You have to buy the things. Interesting. Like there's whole buildings just dedicated to used manhwas and all that, or mangas.
Oh, so you can't.
Let me read my stories.
Well, also in Japan, like you have all the cameras make noise whenever you take a photo.
Yes. So my friends and I were taking pictures of each other on the train and sending them in the group chat and kiki. And I realized now we were quietly taking pictures. Those Japanese people probably were very concerned.
I lied.
Probably. Because we were sending pictures only of each other. But we were sitting across from each other, and so I was with Intraventus and her husband.
Yeah.
And he was taking pictures of his, like, he's such a fangirl over his wife. So he's taking a picture of her butt and sending it. And I took a picture of him taking a picture, and his face of, like, adoration and concentration and a little mischievousness was hilarious. But I was quietly taking pictures of a man who was quietly taking pictures of a woman's butt. And I'm like, this is probably very concerning for everybody else. You guys are so funny. People think we're funny. I'm sorry that we're not acknowledging. Joke's on you. They're just funny looking. We're genuinely just kind of silly. Yeah, just a silly, goofy mood. Well, my dad used to say that all the time. Like, hey, you're funny. You're funny looking. You're pretty. You're pretty ugly. I'm like, Dad, stop. And now I used to say jokes.
That's peak dad behavior.
It is peak dad. It really is. And I don't even have anybody to be a dad to. Oh, well, I do have adult students. So I do occasionally will be like, when someone says something is outstanding, I'm like, no, it's in sitting. I'm in sitting right now, not outstanding. It's too hot out there. It's just stupid. I can't figure that one. Thank you. Well, you shouldn't have heard that one because I was the one who haven't heard anyone else say it. It might have been. You invented it, Dad. I did, but nothing's new under the sun, so I'm sure someone else has come up with it too. It just hasn't made rounds. Like in The Sixth Sense, I see dead people. Yeah. And they don't even know they're dead. Yeah. When I was like in elementary school, middle school, I came up with I see stupid people. They don't even know they're stupid, and I thought I was so clever. And then I saw it on a bumper. It's so funny. I saw a bumper sticker of it, and I'm like, oh man, I could have monetized this. Yeah. That's a cute wig, though. You were an entrepreneur. So there's a difference. I'm so more of a creator than an entrepreneur. I'm sure I could capitalize and market off of like my success for cosplay, but I haven't. Like, I just need to marry a man who's good at that, so he can be. It's convenient if you have someone who can do that. Like, someone else do that. I'm not inspired. Kamui and Lightning, where they can both do some part of it together. And then, like, everyone excels at something different. That'd be great. I like the creating part. The trying to turn it into marketing is honestly so stressful for me. It's rough. If I was someone else who would market for somebody else, that's different. But when it's me, it's, like, more stressful. Ooh, hi from Russia. We dance. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not paying attention to either chat, to be fair. Yeah. Someone's saying, is it me or do people just not pay attention to watch the YouTube chat? My Instagram chat's all the way over there. No, I'm not even. My YouTube chat is blank for this because I never go live on YouTube. People are probably like, this is my first time live on YouTube. She's getting hacked. That's not a thing she does. Yeah. Is this the real? Yeah. Lexi cosplay. So YouTube ain't my thing usually. One thing I really wanted to do is play Among Us with friends. For years, I've always just like absolutely wail on people that I know.
I have never played Among Us. My kids did.
Play what?
I
stole the hairspray.
Oh, you're fine. It's your hairspray.
Look at you being attentive to your people.
Well, I mean, I'm waiting for the hairspray, so might as well, right?
Like two birds with see if this fits for that.
So I used to play a game that was similar to Among Us, but way before Among Us came out. I used to use the term sus all the time before it was popularized. I remember some kids being like, "What's sus?"
Isn't sus not popular anymore? Like the Gen Alpha does.
No, it was. It was before it was popular. I was using it because I would play a game similar to Among Us years before it came out. It is called. Oh gosh, I don't remember the name anymore. But you would turn into a monster at night, and only a couple of you were infected. And you had to like drink blood bags without other people noticing, and they could hear the gulp, and they could try to figure out who it was.
You could hear the gulp
of the blood bags, yeah. And at night, when the lights went off, you could turn into a monster and kill people, but you could also unlock defense items. So your whole goal is to stealthily drink blood and sabotage the defense items before anyone else can get them. Defeat. That was the name of it. It was so fun. And then there's a voice chat too, so you can pretend to be scared and running away, like, "Oh, the monster's getting us," but really you're the monster. That looks so cute on you.
It's fine. It's not great, but we're gonna.
But like that legitimately looks like someone's hair. That's so cute.
Stop! That's my sandwich, not your sandwich.
Among Us. Yep. See over here. I've been really getting back and enjoying my Sims. Ooh, the Sims.
Oh man, I haven't played The Sims since The Sims.
I can't like. Here's where I was suspected of being a psychopath as a kid. Because I think every little girl did this. Is I would definitely. I don't know. Did you do this? I would.
What are you about to say?
I would have like everybody that I didn't like. I would make a character of them in The Sims, and then have everybody hate them. I would have like all the guys I had a crush on, and I'd make them fall in love with me, and I'd make them hate the people I didn't like. And everybody would like fight them on site. It was 100% on site. I think I murdered them all too. So I could have been a little psychopath at some point. Luckily, once puberty hit, I gained a conscience.
I went through it.
Or did I? Man, this wig definitely gets tangled instantly. I don't know what to do about this. Amazon! The official wig places are like expensive. And like shipping is really, really slow. I've had one of them cancel my order but not tell me. It was a place that I really, really liked, and then I'm like, I'm never gonna shop here again. You made me lose all confidence. Like, when were you gonna tell me that it was out of stock and that I had to wait another 3 months if I wanted this wig, which I had like express ship request? They just didn't tell me.
Oh man.
Wig is fashion. That's where I got it from. Wig is fashion is where I got like a lot of. They don't have a lot of options. It's more of like discounted, really nice lace front wigs and stuff. But the downside is they don't have a lot of options. Wig is fashion.
Arda has had so many issues lately that they really don't have a lot in stock. So I used to order from them all the time, and now I don't anymore. And Epic Cosplay, I get a lot of wigs from them, but they have some issues that with their like upper management. Pose is actually a pretty good option now.
Pose, Pose. Okay.
There's a couple others. Coscraft, but Coscraft is European, so shipping might be a little bit of an issue.
Yeah, no, I'm not into that. Expensive shipping.
There's a couple other ones that have popped up recently and that I can't think of right now.
Cosplay is always rich. I think that might be an misinterpretation. I'm not rich. That's what you mean. I am thrifty with my expensive hobby. I buy so many things that you just
You want a really expensive hobby? Become a pilot.
Yeah. Or like if you're into cars, or like if you go to sports games, those get expensive too. Hobbies, they're hobbies for a reason. Even if you get into gardening, there's so much supplies that you end up doing, it becomes more expensive. Like that's a $2 tomato that you just plucked from the earth. Getting started on any hobby can be expensive. Not all of them, but I'd say a good amount. That's why it's a hobby, not a job. And it's jobby. I guess this is more jobby now, but still.
I like to make enough money to pay for more supplies.
Right, and just enough to justify your.
That's all I want. It just to turn its own little account.
Oh, Alex is on both of these now. Wait, Alex, are you on TikTok or YouTube right now? Alex is the guy who does all the band edits that I was talking about.
Oh, nice.
I think he just did one about like the trust of the president. I reuse that clip over and over and over because there's this one presidential thing where like vote for me and free blood for everybody, and it's relevant because the presidency things.
Yeah.
Like okay, well if it's the lesser of three evils, right?
It would be. I think at this point, yeah.
I didn't watch the debate.
I couldn't, but TikTok kept trying to get me to because everyone was like going live with it. I'm like, can we not? I would like to avoid this.
I
saw everybody looking at TVs.
I can't watch it because I can't listen to the one guy's voice. Like I have like PTSD from that voice.
Maybe watch it in 2-speed afterwards or something. But yeah, like not to get into politics specifically. I didn't mean to do that. I just vote for Lady Dimitrescu. She's literally evil, but she's open about it. You know what to expect. Yeah. Death and suffering. Vote Dimitrescu. Exactly.
I've never played Resident Evil, but I know we have it on the Oculus.
I have not played Resident Evil either. Really? I can't play horror games.
I can't. It makes me scared. I used to make my husband play them, and I would watch him play. Last of Us.
Yeah, like I watch Markiplier play. Yeah, all the scary games, but I will not play.
I want to do it. Yeah, I'm too scared.
I mean, the only reason I cosplay Lady Dimitrescu is like cosplayer's dream. She already had my face. I didn't have to do anything about it.
Tall lady. It works.
Well, I mean, I'm not.
You're not that tall, but you're tall enough to pull it off.
And I wear flats too, so I can run around in cosplay and be comfortable all day and like do karate.
That's the dream.
Be cosplay. It's quite comfortable. And I've got enough socks in there where nothing jiggles around. I could get like punched or shot probably, and like I won't feel it. I'll just let you figure out where I need for socks. One large guess, actually 2 large guesses.
From the chat go well now.
I've got an entire sock drawer like up in Lady Dimitrescu's area. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta. I used to do lentils. Lentils because they mold better. They look more realistic, etc. But they're very heavy.
I can imagine.
Lentils and rice is like a dry clean hack that I heard about years ago, and I haven't been able to find anywhere on the internet. But it was like when I was a young adult, maybe not even adults. Lentils or rice. But when you look up dry clean tips for increasing your top area now, it's not lentils or rice.
You need a gripper.
Try to say word in Russian. But if you spell a word in Russian, I don't know what I'm even reading, so unless you spell the phonetic English version. Also, when someone asks me to say something in another language that I can't recognize, you better believe I'm not going to do it. Right? I'm not going to fall chance crap. You think I was born yesterday? Ha! Dummies. It's just the way Daisy wants to throw a word at it. So I think we need to cut more off the edges, right?
I would. It's always scary, but you can use
it is always scary.
They're not hair scissors.
They're shears. Shears. I saw you doing that earlier. I'm like,
I just can't even be bothered.
But I guess they're the old fabric scissors. I've got a couple of those that I don't quite care about it anymore. I do have these. I don't know how well these will work. I'm always scared to use these, but. Yeah, girl, back in that ear.
What was I doing? Oh, I gotta look at the collar. It's not that high. But it is pleated. I have to make a collar now, and I don't want to.
Collar for what?
Jareth from Labyrinth, the shirt collar. It's a commission, so.
I feel like I really want y'all's work ethic for making cosplay, because unless I'm super motivated, I'm just not doing the work.
Well,
wigs I need to fix from last year.
This is my job, so you know.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess that's a little bit of a different motivation.
Yeah. And I need to get this done before I can work on Lucifer for Otakon, so it's gotta get done. Get her done.
Get her done. I can't wait for Otakon. I think it's gonna be so fun. I tell you what, I have so many audio saved. I don't think we're even gonna get to half of them. I had so many, but they're all with like Lilith interactions. So if you want anything specifically non-Lilith, you're on your own, kid.
Well, I just gotta find Lucifer
It's
crap.
actually less hot here. I'll take it. Oh, it's Laura. So Laura is the girl who did my fan art that I use on like everything. Yeah. I was like, I love this. I love this forever. And she gave me 3 different backgrounds too. Like, what? Doing you a solid. Yeah, it's so cool. Away, go work, away, go work, away, go work, away, go work. We come bum away.
Still got 43.
What?
You got 43 viewers right now?
No, 43%. Sorry.
Oh, battery?
Yeah, I was just like,
43 is pretty good.
I was like 43 viewers. Holy shit!
Oh no, because
no, absolutely not. Not on Instagram. So.
Laura says I'm honored you used it. I'm actually like happy that you weren't upset spaghetti about me using it. So thank you for that. Like I did just kind of start using it, didn't I? I don't know if I had asked you. But like that's the fun thing about art is it's expressed. It's used. Sorry, you're fine. I'm just jumping. I have my old scissors who also used to be fabric scissors, and they're now putty.
They get downgraded. That's what it is. They just they still use downgraded.
Yeah, let me downgrade you. How could someone slay so much? Wait, who? Oh, me? Oh, you slay it. Yeah. Wait. Oh, we gotta do slay. That's fun. Slay. Come here still a little bit. Now that it's not super hot, I can keep it down a little bit. Oh, I hate the feeling of like dirt against my feet.
I'm sorry. That's why I have to wear socks anymore.
Oh no, you're apologizing. It's my hair. It's I did this to me. Why are you apologizing? Because it's my floor. I'm sorry for the floor you have to work on.
I am.
Sorry, my queen.
I apologize.
I forgive you. Don't do it again. Next time I come here, there better not be a floor.
I know.
Just no floor.
Better not be a floor. eye sweater.
My oversized hat is eventually going to get finished or finalized or whatever.
So I your Elden Ring hat.
No, that one too. Actually, I have an oversized Lady D hat. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's see. For these, what do you think? Teasing underneath. I've never done like those spiky, like you know the Itachi, like those type of spikes. I've seen so many videos, but I've never been able to figure it out on my own. But I tried printing these. Maybe I'll just tease underneath it. I think that'll work. I just got a new steamer. It is literally in the car, and it's one of those steamers garbage, but it is one like with a clothing rack and everything in the long run.
Oh yeah.
I got it for $8 at a yard sale yesterday. Literally yesterday, and a mannequin, and they're both in the back of my car right now.
Like a full mannequin?
A full mannequin for
funsies? An adjustable one or
I think that one was $35. But yeah, I'm like, more mannequins are helpful.
I end up with too many. I have one in my closet over there that is my size, but I don't have it.
I now have 3 again. I given away one.
Yeah.
And now I got another one because I have a problem.
I only have 2, but I kind of want to get a couple.
I do have a mannequin. If it doesn't work out for me, I could just like if you're ever in the same area.
Well, no, I need a male mannequin.
A man.
I need a mannequin.
I love that.
Because of all the commissions that I do, it's hard to do patterning on female mannequins for male clients.
The mannequins.
Yeah. And I have a dress form that's actually made to my measurements, but my measurements have changed, so I need to get a new one.
Oh, is it one of those customizable ones?
Yeah, it's like a foam thing.
Yeah, I have a cosplay friend who has a customizable.
But I got that done like literally after college. And I haven't changed that much, but it's enough that it's not super accurate anymore. Now I gotta make a big circle.
I saw like a fresh egg place on the way over here. Yep. And I'm probably gonna stop by and get some fresh eggs, some veggies. I also have like we've got the Wagner's Meats right where I live. Yeah. Which is like straight up butcher. It's so cool. Like fresh meat every week. I don't know if you're a vegetarian or not.
No, that's a good throw up sitting out in Overland. There's usually a lot of good farm.
Yeah.
Oh, Candace.
People aren't averse to the idea of like food and where it comes from.
What?
Did you see the thing about that fantasy con in Lancaster that I sent you?
I did. Fantasy con in Lancaster.
Next year.
Is it next year?
Yeah, it's next summer. I think it's next August. But it's like a book convention. It's a fantasy book convention, but it also has a whole fantasy ball.
Yes, I saw Sarah Celine. She does a lot of crowns reviews and stuff on TikTok. She was talking about it earlier today.
Oh,
I think so. So I think she's either getting paid or like helping to host it or something. Makes sense because it's totally up her alley. She does a lot of fantasy balls.
yeah.
It might be her. It might be her.
Sarah Celine, I think is her name.
Maybe that's what I found.
She doesn't answer for DMs. No big deal. She's probably really busy.
But I was just like, ooh, Lancaster.
Yeah, I don't do books. I work in the library. I have time to read books. So
You work in the library.
I don't have time to read. I don't have time to read books. I don't have time to read books. Do I still read books? Yes.
I mean, I'm reading Lord of the Rings: Two Towers right now. So it's audiobook because I have such a long commute. So I was listening to it on the way here too.
Where do you have to? Where do you have to?
Mordor. Huh?
Where do you have to drive to?
I drive all the way to Fort Meade, so it's
Oh
usually
shit! Yeah.
an hour commute one way. But the town that I live in is so pretty that it's like it's worth it for me. You're Superwoman, love you. Thank you. I actually cosplay Superwoman too, but the only reason I have a Superwoman cosplay is for hospital visits. Like superheroes aren't really my thing unless it's Rogue from X-Men. But the kids don't really recognize or care about Rogue. So what? Yeah, they recognize Supergirl and Wonder Woman, and so that's why I have those cosplays. I actually raised funds in a GoFundMe to fully fund a custom screen accurate Supergirl for the hospital visits, which is so cool that like a lot of my fans were into helping with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have bought it either way, but they want part of helping out the children's hospitals.
That's cool.
Okay, here's going back up.
You got a lot of hair.
I have a lot of hair. My name is Sarah. I have a lot of hair. I use it to scare off people.
Wondering if I should cut mine all off again or not. Well, here's a spot.
Yeah, I mean, under a wig, it doesn't. Like you can braid it down with the thickness of the hair, but still.
Yeah.
I have a big head already and a lot of hair, so wigs don't. I don't do these. No, the wigs, because I would need a custom. I've actually looked into drag queen wigs because apparently they're bigger, like the wig cap, but I don't think so. I don't think
It would
wigs
depend on
have
it would depend on who made your wig, where you got the wig from, etc. Like some
and
companies
they're
will
super
sell
expensive.
some companies will sell wigs with bigger wig caps, but not always.
Yeah. So like, if there was a bigger wig cap company for people with big heads and a lot of hair like me, that'd be great. But there usually isn't, unless you pay an arm and a leg for something. So it's just not worth it. Did you hairspray me up? I'm sorry.
I just holding it.
You're in it.
You're gonna get comfort.
Your comfort here.
Comfort spray.
look at her big set. Perfect. Done. And then once it dries, we'll just press it down and comb it over with the top layer. That's right. I'm just wary because I very rarely do this.
You've got this. You've got friends here to watch you do this.
Heck yeah. I think because I burned the edges, that this tangle's easier now. Or like I melted the edges or something. It's always tangling. Yeah.
That's great though.
Thank you. I mean, with the crimping, it gets rid of that fake shine. It's fake hair. I need to see this actually. At least this part right here. Seema.
Just look beyond but on every.
Oh, look at you. Thank you.
Yeah. And then it will start.
And your place is like a dream.
Some parts of it I could really use like a thing that comes out of the ceiling for plugins.
Yeah, because it's so much like a hardware type situation at this point. Have any water in it? Oh yeah.
Except to put them on the and then you can wait for it to the seam will start coming out whenever it's ready. That's it.
I think to the bottom part of this hair, you see how it's thinner down there? Yeah, I don't know if you can tell. I might have to crimp up or extra crimp the attachment because it's just less hair. Oh no. What am I doing with my life? That wig is so incredible.
This is the one that she made. I'm gonna pump it out more like my other one.
I was just like watching y'all make these things. Like, it's magic.
What wig?
The Alistair wig.
Oh, yeah. That was fun.
I don't know. I don't know if you were entirely having fun when you were doing it, but
You're like, this took longer than expected.
that's exactly because I would charge way more for this.
That's fair.
Well, now I do.
Yeah. Now she does.
Well, now I didn't have any frame of reference for how expensive it would be because I didn't know how long it was going to take.
I do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. You know, our references are now so outdated. Like, who watches Babe anymore?
I know. I think people get actually offended if you say that will do thing. Like, no, it's a real.
Dude, I say that all the time.
In a very specific accent, so I would
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
That'll do, pig. Some pig. So happy I can hear your voice. Laughter. Oh! actually haven't eaten all day now. Think about it. I had some coffee this morning. Oh no, it's also snacking. I can wait for later. What? It's like the kombucha girl. Well, oh yeah, but I was going to respond to the comment about saving people as one thing. I can actually kind of understand that because when I was stuck in Turkey, when I was stationed there for a year, we couldn't leave the base. So it was like a white cool prison. I can tell you what the weather was like in Turkey, and that's about it. Which sucked because we just haven't done this in the world or in Turkey. So when I was feeling down, I was stuck in a position. My roommate that they assigned me to the military, she was a narcissist. At least a narcissist, maybe something more. So I was almost imprisoned in my own room. Usually narcissists don't interact with me and I don't interact with them, but we were stuck together. So I would make my own popcorn on the stove, and then I would go upstairs and I would watch Ninja play Fortnite. And like that was my happy place. Say what you want about Ninja. He was entertaining, yeah, and I was entertained, and that was like the thing that just kind of kept me sane. So I understand how some people will say that whatever influencer helped them along. Yeah, it's just not something I ever expected to be me. Kind of cool when you read that stuff. Happy to help. Long story for it. ¿Alguien habla español? No. Lo siento.
All the best in peace. Thank you.
Maybe someone else here speaks Spanish. Anyone here speaks Spanish? I have a fairly large Portuguese following, like Portuguese speaking. So Brazil, a lot of people in Brazil.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
Do you think staining the edges will help it's down or not? You can try. I damaged the edges. Oh my gosh, this is so much hair. Clever, clean, and glow. Let your power shine. Was that a pencil wig? Definitely. Yeah, I know, right? Pencil wig if you use it. It is giving Rapunzel. Make the clock reverse. Turn back what once was mine. Right? But yes, she's a thickums. I love watching like all the evolutions of how people handle the Rapunzel wigs. Because now they have foam inserts and stuff. Yeah. Or like the wig, what's the thing? It's like, stuff, flyaways. That's what I did for the Jinx stuff. Genius. Oh, I've been loving looking at your Jinx stuff. It's very good. Very quickly done. Man, maybe I should have made like a version of a vibe this week. That would have been cool. Still can. But I don't think sewing fits. I mean, it's not. So many things that are done. It's like, can I still need a bit? So I kind of added to the list. You know, more anxiety. But I have a Neopets fairy that I'm like, what? And do you want to be fairies together? Let's be fairies together, yeah. So I've asked Rachel if she's interested, and I think she's going to be doing the what's the sad fairy, the gray fairy. I have no idea. I don't know anything about Neopets fairies, but I'm awesome.
Great, wonderful hobby. Thanks.
Well, she might do the Neopet, the gray fairy, because she has a lot of like she doesn't even have to make anything. Yeah, I think she has all the items anyway. Side note, people make them that
Don't mind me. I'm just satin stitching the entirety of this fucking ruffle.
What'd you say?
I said, don't mind me. I'm just satin stitch. Like, you're just gonna hear machine noises.
You're stitching ruffles?
Satin stitch. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so much work.
Yeah, I got a satin. Well, I got a. These are circular. They're like circular waterfall ruffles that I gotta then gather and make like Jera's shirt's got that big ruffle thingy. So I got to set.
And don't go stitching ruffle balls. I'll stop.
That's a good try.
It was a try attempt to sing. It is exactly. Good job, Becky. Yes, I have to say. I think maybe that is meant to be a person. I don't say that. That's why I say it. But I appreciate the energy. Hey. So what if I steam this in a place and then hairspray it? Do you think that would work? Steam and then the hairspray?
I usually steam a little bit, yeah, and I have a hair dryer that's helpful.
Oh yeah. I had to make the wig in a way that would fit my giant face because like a lot of the stuff I had to cover all my hair because I have a big head as I mentioned. So I can't do the same thing. So the bangs are supposed to not quite go from her font her poof. See it close to the face. Yeah, boy! Seating works so well! Good. Let's go! We have your thing. Owned you big. Oh, yes. Oh, we love that. Look at the stuff. Isn't it beautiful?
All right. You didn't know.
I did.
Did you die?
But did you die?
I got some of your black hair right here.
Oh, no.
I'm so glad that my brain is well to social media. Because in real life, I'm a little more annoying than people think, but it's like the great thing about social media is there is a wall called a phone. So when you have that extra friend, you're not who it is. It's me, I'm the extra friend. Hey girl, looks good. He's both like each and when I say that for somebody who's actually never watched the show, it's actually fun. It has content that I'm just like,
It's rough.
don't want to consume.
Yeah.
Although I totally understand why kids really like it. It's very kid coded. Other than the adult content in it, it is very appealing to kids. So they say, 18 plus, and yet they've got musical numbers, they've got great voice acting, they've got bright colors, and their characters are so like child animated.
Yeah.
Or like the designs. Like, yes, I understand the warning, but children are going to watch this regardless. And also because it's so popular, it's looking for whatever's going on, it would be for the community. Let's stop there. Friends. They were like, no, not you. Yes. It's like, hey, everyone, look at this one thing. You're not invited. It's a lot. Because they're not invited, they want to watch it more. They want to be, you can't tell someone no, they're going to want to do it more. So, not too happy about like 10-year-olds understanding the plot of Has-Been.
See, my daughter does not understand the plot of Has-Been. She is, and she doesn't watch it, but she's on TikTok, so she sees clips. Funny story.
Ooh,
about her doing a single that the people just that Alan does a devotion sort of very similar, and she did not know what that meant, so she was and my mom, she did it to grandma, and grandma was like,
Wait, what?
Clearly doesn't know what that means. So I had to be like, hey, where did you learn that? Was it from Husband Hotel?
What'd she do?
Like, don't get mad. I'm like, I'm not mad. Do you know what it means? Then I had to be like, all right, Nico, who's my son. I said, close your ears. I have something to tell her. So the best way to stop this is to be like, all right, this is what it is. And be like,
What did Candace, what'd she do?
I'm actually highly uncomfortable seeing other cosplayers do that motion. Like, I'm just on my For You page. It is like every cosplay content I get. And then I see someone do a highly sexual move, and I'm like,
don't like it.
I will like and then unlike when I notice that. And I'm like, the algorithm's going to bring me back to.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable.
I don't want to see people that, like,
You don't have to do it that way.
I don't follow, like, I don't want thirst trap, like, uncomfortable thirst trap cosplays on my tweet. And, like, sure, it's artistic expression, you do you. I feel like I'm trapped into seeing it on accident.
Yeah,
No.
it's like the pickle pop videos that I try to go buy every time.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I watched it.
I watch those.
I don't.
See, I'm not the only one who watches them.
I don't want it, and I try to go as fast as I can. I try to do it, but I don't get more. And I'm listening to it.
My TikTok stream ended. That's good to know. Thank you. Am I gonna be doing an internet error? Okay, so I'm not in trouble. It's just an error. I don't know. We could try Instagram too. See how that works.
Can you do multiple people on Instagram, or we could?
I did it on TikTok. What's the easiest way? I feel like if I went on Instagram, one of us would have to be muted because she's gonna get a lot of feedback. There's three of us, but two of us are in the same place. Can I invite another person? Do you see that I'm watching? I do see that you're watching. I can request to join.
What?
You waved at me. Wait, no,
Hold
stop.
on.
Wait, no, what?
Hold on.
How do I request it? So then you have to go to the bottom.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
you-
I'm trying. My fingernails are really long. Huh.
You can use your knuckles.
There we go.
I know my friend uses her knuckles. Oh,
Did it?
did work. Yes.
Is
When
it?
does it work? It's to be continued.
Oh.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
You want me to put
Hold up.
Okay, mine's down.
Oh wait, no, I left.
You left it.
See, no, yours is still there.
Yeah, but you're supposed to join. I was gonna mute mine.
Oh,
Do it again.
Do it
Okay,
again.
Do it again. I'm gonna mute mine.
request to join.
Okay, mine's down.
Oh wait, no, I left.
You left it.
See, no, yours is still there.
Yeah, wait. Does this work?
Oh wait, look, I can do it. I told you it was the feedback for her.
Yeah.
Is it yours?
Oh, it might be feedback from me.
An attempt was made, and that went exactly how I expected it to go. So that's fine.
You know what? Hold on. I can put on
I'm gonna
headphones.
tag you in with- I'll try going into
No.
the-
I'm gonna put on headphones. I'm gonna put on headphones. Hold on.
Details.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. Live with Lexi cosplay.
We're trying. We're doing our best.
SAYA. Is she still muted?
Okay. Is this okay? I got headphones on now. Wait, shit. What the?
You wanna try one more time?
What the fuck? Hold on. There's some weird shit going on with my headphones.
We might have to turn it off and on again now.
Hold on.
Hey, your audio sounds good on this side. Okay, we're back. I have 18 people live on my YouTube. That's great. Wait, how many did I have? I think
Let's see. Is this okay? Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, cool. You will not get feedback through me unless it's like I'm talking, I think. I don't know. If you want to, if you want to try joining again, I don't know if that would work or if that's just gonna be bad. Because I don't think you'll get your feedback through the headphones now. If it doesn't, bye. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. Is this gonna be bad again? Oh, it's still bad. Somebody mute. Oh, oh, oh. All right, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, sorry about that. That hurt my ears too with the headphones.
Now you're like all the way over there. I'm committed to taking it across the house. What? Cool. Now we can. This is how I want. Yes. Well, hanging out with me. That is the correct answer. You know, I do. Thank you for letting me come in, even though I was late. Yeah. You're like, you can just live stream there. I'm like, I know I'm not going to get anything done. I know how distracted I am. You're doing great. I mean, we did just stop and hold like 4 different. That's true. The technology together. We did. 2 of those were mine. Yo. YouTube needs filter advice from Snapchat and Instagram facts.
Huh?
Straight facts like that. There we
Straight
go.
filter. Hi, hi,
I
hi.
can't hear you very well from. Well, I can hear you better now. Pull her over closer to the. Good call. Oh, she's away. Yeah. Here we go. Look at all this.
The fuck is it? Oh my god, it's already 1 o'clock.
You know I have a smoke machine at home? Here. I love that. I love that we're so extra. You want to? It was actually during the height of COVID. I had a ton of grandkids. I didn't usually on the wish list, and we're gonna go to lightsaber somewhere and us all being stuck inside and making fun creative things. Love that. So yeah, I got a ton. Like how did I think of cosplays? Because like all the variants, not because the games on wish list. But I love things like that. So I think because of the height of Lady B and us all being stuck inside, it was like a huge thing. Like, but on the regular, I noticed again, and but it's not like I have really big projects that I'm working on right now. So I think because also I was just constantly creating, and we're all constantly hyping each other up.
They are making Has-Been Hotel Week. Well, Candace is working on fixing up the Alistair. The Alistair's, I actually made that, and yeah. Life of Cosplay is working on a Lilith wig.
I like you. Okay, anyway. Woo! So then I got a vape. Yeah, I like this one a lot.
Mine is like a machine, like on the ground where you can hit a button. So I'll use my big toe. I'll just be barefoot on my TikTok studio and then activating
For free?
toes for free at this economy.
Got the dogs out?
Yeah, I got them dogs out, the loafers. Like I've never really been. Apparently, there's a huge thing about it, but like growing up, I never really understood, and I never really got comments about my feet, so I don't feel weird about it. Not friendly. But like, I love being barefoot to begin with.
Yeah, because I get all the pieces of crap on the floor.
Yeah, you could tell. Well, you could tell when your house is dirty because you're barefooted and everything's attached to your feet. Other Lady D ideas. Yes, I have giant hat Lady D, which I've almost done for forever. And I have a cyberpunk Lady D, but I couldn't figure out how to style her. I have like her 90% done. I had some glowy things I want to put in the hood that I got for her. That was almost exclusively all on my Amazon wish list, and I just slowly bought it over time. But anything on my wish list are usually things that I will. It's like a to buy list for me.
Yeah, I have a Amazon wish list I've had for forever. It's mostly just like, hey, I need some more barge. Is it on my wish list? Yes. I actually don't need more barge right now, but
What's always on my wish list are more ring lights. Well, okay. So ring lights are okay, but you can't direct you can't do directional lighting so much. Or like box lights and like the long pole lights are great too. I think I have one of those on my wish list, but they're so expensive. Like good lights are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Kind of. In between, it's just you can't direct the lighting. I could talk lighting all day though. So, fun fact: I am a videographer.
Charlie and Roskin.
What? I didn't know that. So I could do studio lighting all day. I could do.
I do need to get for sure.
Yeah, you want to talk studio lighting? Come to my studio. We will go over it. We don't have box lights or barn doors and all that stuff at my house, but I've lit up just big people, big members of the Air Force who work at the Pentagon. I'm now a photographer and journalist and graphic designer, technically, because they merged 4 different career fields. But I'm traditionally a videographer. I've done news desk, I've done radio DJing, I've done traveling around the world, I've done studio interviews, I've done all the things. So I have probably the most artistic career in the military you can find. Yeah, I brought it there. Like normal military, you probably couldn't thrive as much. I have to have my artsy fartsy release. Even then, I still do cosplay because it's a full artistic release of like freedom.
I agree. I mean, Beetlejuice was just a hyperfixation.
Yes,
and I just need to get it out sometime.
Yes, never wore shoes as a kid. Yes, exactly. Need to get the artistic release. The feral barefooted child reminds me of me. I am my mother's savage daughter.
It reminds me of a little kid from Wild Thornberries.
Yes, Donnie. Just holding this wig is just so fun. It's a lot. Oh, cross yourself. I love it. Yes, darling, it's art. Cursing sharp stones. I am my mother's savage daughter. Will not cut my hair. I will not lower my voice. A year or so ago. However, I did a SBA in college, which is the Society of Creative Activism. So it's all about like learning word mastery and sewing things. It's very like SEA is
trying to make Chibi Moon's wig. Oh, that's a tough wig. Good luck.
Trend fair. So that's where I learned a lot of shanties and stuff. Yeah. I was only in it. I wasn't in college for that long, so I didn't learn much. So I got to see like my first battle with all the padded equipment and all that before Red Fairs was something that I was even aware of. Yeah. It was cool.
Oh, did you see like the Hema battles?
Hema, like princess in Japanese?
No. So there's so my cousin does fencing. But there's a type of fencing. They're called HEMA, which is like historic
Ooh, I
medieval.
like that.
Like they actually like they're fully padded, and then it's full contact.
Yes, I've seen videos of those. I've always wanted to like fight someone. That sounds so fun. Oh yes, a little crazier. A little crazier. I like
It's giving a savage. Classy, bougie. Wait, no, he is. That's a song for him for sure. Because he is classy, but also a savage.
He is. Like
Beats and
there's just hair piles everywhere, right?
right? I know everything about Lilith because I watched like a YouTube video on like the history of Lilith. But I know more about Lilith than any other character in that hotel. I watched that video. Their assumptions about her and predictions. The great thing about her right now is she doesn't really have much, so I can create a storyline however I want. Like, maybe she might have been a bad mom. She might have been a good mom.
Do you like all food?
I like food.
Do you like all food? Do you like make the taco thing? Bring it down. Do you want a taco?
Can I give you a hug?
Do you like spicy or no spicy?
I like both. I like anything with herbs and spices in it. Like the more plants that are in it, I'm gonna eat.
Okay, all right, cool.
Spice is
We're
nice.
gonna make you. We'll have a taco snack while we.
While we talk about it. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm gonna steal you. You're coming home with me. This is called anarchy. This is when I take over someone's stream. I created a cult, a box cult, but I also created anarchy.
You're coming home with
whenever
me.
Huh?
Said you're coming home with me.
You're coming home with me. So whenever a mutual that is live streaming goes away from the camera, I immediately like in chat will go anarchy, revolt, viva la revolution, and then her stream is my stream. So here we are, anarchy, anarchying it up. Brushing out a wig. I guess I should crimp it. It's already plugged in. I don't have the crimping gloves with me, but I think I'll survive. Do I have crimping gloves? Do you wear wigs?
Do I wear wigs? Will you wear wigs?
When will you wear wigs? You're a beautiful man. A beautiful man.
When will you wear wigs?
Maybe. Have you heard of this thing called millennial core or millennial coded? We've gotten to the age where we're being made fun of by the next generation.
I don't care.
It'll be their turn eventually, and then they'll be like, "Shut Pikachu face," but. And oh, you tried to anarchy in my own stream.
The whole like millennials don't look as old as they are thing is absolutely true. Like the whole why does Gen Z look older and millennials look younger? I've encountered it in real life and it's kind of freaky.
I think some of that might be to blame for like the different stressors, but also the internet. I feel like the internet is to blame. It probably is at some point.
Well, like there's this I think a lot of people still have this like Pikachu face. Yeah. Pikachu face. I think people still have this conception of like what like a 30 or 40-year-old should look like from like 30 years ago. When everybody's
Oh yes, they've got this idea that 30 years old is ancient, and then we're looking like their friend next door kind of situation.
yeah. And like people or you know like people used to watch Cheers and like those people were like in their 30s looking like 40, but like everybody smoked. Everybody probably didn't sleep. They were taking who knows what kind of a thing and millennials
Yeah,
never
like
really
Dorothy, she was taking drugs and smoking like 2 packs of cigarettes a day to stay fit. Her mom was doing that to her. Wizard of Oz, Dorothy?
Yeah. So much makeup on the daily messes up the well, and that's the other thing is like there's like a lot of younger people, a lot of Gen Z, they started using products a lot earlier, I think, than a lot of us millennials did. Like I didn't really wear makeup until maybe college, really, or like a little bit in high school, but not really. But people are using so many products and everything now. Oh, this is gonna work. This is gonna look nice.
Also, by the way, Intraventus is in my chat now. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Hey. But yeah, products. We're a little bit more aware of skincare and self-care and all that.
Yeah.
We talk about our problems. But also, like,
look at this fancy ruffle.
What?
Look at this fancy ruffle. Look at it. Look at that ruffle.
That's a fancy ruffle.
It's the ruffle is ruffling. Now I just got to do it a bunch more times.
I will say, kids these days have to deal with cyberbullying more than we did.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's honestly way more stressful. Cancel culture is a bigger thing now. And as someone who went through cancel culture, when I was younger, I probably wouldn't have been able to. And oh my gosh! Yay, taco time. Oh my gosh, you brought me a plate and water with ice in it! I guess my friendship standards are. Oh my gosh! This is my lady. These are my ladies.
These are my ladies.
What's that? Were they eating food on camera? That smells so good. They just get stuff. Okay. I'll mukbang. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, okay. So good. Dude, let's stop. Random stuff. Get in my tummy. It's like, can we be on it? Because why not? Stuff in the garden. Yum, yum, yum. So good. Oh my gosh, I'm glad you did anything. Oh man, it was like it's a random assortment of stuff. There's some spice. And a jalapeno. So good. I don't like it mixed also. Oh my god. My sister says that every time she comes over and she cooks, and I'm blown away. That's how we just like food. Yeah, I'm not hard. Like, just give me food. Give me something from your garden too. Oh, I love it. That's the food warm. Oh, it's still your camera. Oh my gosh. What is there sour cream in here too? Oh, sorry, this is the beauty, so it's got the Greek yogurt. Not regular taco.
I want taco. Give me through the phone.
Come drive over.
I told you I'm leaving my house, man.
Oh my gosh.
Already two.
Like that. I could eat like 10 of these. So good. Well, when I cook my own cookhouse steak, and it's so good for me that I'll eat cookhouse steak. So okay for me, I have two control issues with next to it. It's fine. Oh my gosh. Taco steaks are this nice. Yeah, I brewed my own French press coffee this morning. I like coffee. It's all I have today, actually. There's 3 angles to me. Right now, it's dying. Must have been something you fed me.
now they're hungry.
Like, no homo, but can we get married? It's total homo. I also say no hetero too. So like, if I'm complimenting a dude, I'm like, no hetero, you look amazing in that suit. It just means like, I love it. This is not an attractive thing. This is I want you to cook for me. Yes. Like, I'll do that sometimes. So coworkers will bring in like baked goods, and I'm like, is your wife looking for another wife? I got. I think I'm really down on it. But it won't make it work. It's both ways. So where did it go? Where's those are good for You know, taco salad is my most favorite way to enjoy tacos.
Great. Put taco salad in, make the plate, put this on it, then you get a bonus taco salad. Bonus taco salad sounds amazing. We moved the tripod.
It stuck with me afterward too.
It's a great flavor. You're amazing. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely drive 45 minutes to 50 minutes to your house.
Bella does everything. Thank you for the follow.
Don't apologize. It's all good.
Yeah, you're not coming over here. My workroom is absolutely trashed.
Mood. That's such a mood. There's actually one reason why I haven't had guests in a while is because my house is so messy. Just
Well-
I don't care. Well, I think the messy house thing, like if people give me enough warning, that's a great motivator for me to finally clean my house. I did clean a little bit. Look, I got 2 things on my.
Well, it's not that my house isn't clean. It's my workroom that's a mess, and also my workroom isn't set up for more than one person. Like Candace has got a nice big open space where you can have multiple people. Mine is not set up like that.
Oh, that's fair. I had to knock down walls to make it happen. I don't have a specifically a workspace. It's just my house, and then it's like my table. I'll just move things aside, and then I'll bring the sewing machine.
Also, when Candace was like, come over. Oh, Chobits. I love Chobits. When Candace was like, come over, I'm like, I got to use my sewing machine and my serger. Like, hell, I'm moving all of that shit around.
Yeah, she's not at all here.
Yeah, but she has a different type of machine than I do, and I've used her machine, and I don't like it as much as my machine. I don't know if you've ever encountered that. It's like if you use different brands, like they work different, and like it was really hard for me to use her machine. So, nope.
All right, that's fair. I personally don't really have any machines, so I can't tell. I gave up my sewing machines. I have another one again. It's like that floating real back down and everything's like you.
I can't hear shit right now. Mine's just on my closet. It's all my closet. Nah, bro. You gotta have. I actually used to. My workspace used to be like the area behind my couch, but that was just because my house wasn't big enough for a dedicated workspace. And then we moved because my ex-husband I was like, I need my own workspace, and he was like, yeah, you do. And now I have a house. A whole house. It's past. It's like 1:17. I can't hear anything.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I don't know why I got
It
muted.
was on low power mode.
Oh. Yeah.
20% battery.
Yep. Candace, plug in your phone.
I think she's getting a charger now.
Oh, okay.
So Candace just brought in gourmet chocolate. I just want to point that out.
What? Candace, what?
She brought in gourmet chocolate.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. This is a weird way to propose. And I was like, wait, yeah, this is really awesome. You give me chocolate, like, you know, I've only ever received flowers once in my life.
From a lady, because
It was from a lady. Me too. So I was in college and I didn't go home for a holiday. And apparently one of my roommates at the time felt bad for me and sent me flowers. I didn't find out until months later that it was her.
it's a quality friend.
Admire, but like still, the fact that she sent me flowers is so nice.
Candace, did you see this? What it's gonna end up looking like? Like, look at my ruffle.
Great.
Look at my ruffle. Once it's all put, once it, yeah, kind of. Yo, Alistair's wig, yeah, I made that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
That's impressive. Ruffles are just. I hear that they're quite a nightmare because it's a lot of work.
Well, yeah. At least I don't have to do that. I just have to do like the front. It's only ruffled on the front.
Oh, that's okay. That's so good. Did you see the wig in it?
What?
It's like a middle between the wig that you made and partially the style of the wig that I made later now.
Oh yeah, you cut it in the back. Yeah, you cut it shorter, right?
I cut it shorter, especially in the back, and I rounded it and
Yeah.
I puffed it out a bit too, so it's a little more less professional and more puff daddy. More puff daddy. You can even call me.
I just ordered it. It's fine. We're states away. Oh, okay. I just ordered the Lucifer's wig and another. I have another Alistair wig on the commission docket, so I got to do another one.
How many commissions do you get in like a month?
It really depends. I haven't gotten any recently. What'll happen is I will get like none for a while, and then I'll kind of go into panic mode, and then all of a sudden they'll pop up. It's weird.
Have you considered advertising ahead of time? Like, hey, you're going to Otakon, now's the time for commissions?
Yeah, but that would have been like 6 to 8 months ago.
Oh, well, I mean, like, as an example. So, hey, if you're going to New York Comic Con, my commissions are open from this time to this time only, and then you get that, like, because you know how people
But the problem is most people don't know what they want to cosplay a year ahead of time, and that's really when you have to book me.
It's me. I am the people.
Yeah, so with how expensive I am, most people will book me minimum like 6 to 8 months out. And
I wouldn't call you expensive. I call you quality.
Well, that
like,
yeah.
I feel like you're rephrasing there because you produce really good quality and you have a fair price for your skill and time.
Yeah, the Candace did pay me for that wig, but basically she paid me to figure shit out, so she got a massive discount.
Yeah, that's friendship discount.
Yeah, friendship discount.
That
that wig now is $700.
I would say that's accurate because the amount of time that goes into it, getting paid a fair hourly wage, plus your expertise payment, plus like the equipment and the shipping and the communication, all that is your time.
There's a fine difference between quality and paying too much. Not really. I mean, there's
I feel like a lot of commissioners in cosplay will undersell themselves.
Oh, totally. That's
it's a lot of cosplayers are like for younger cosplayers.
Most there's a lot of commissioners that are overseas who can charge less because they don't, their standard of living is lower, or their not standard of living is lower, but the cost, I should say the cost of living is lower. Standard of living is the same. The cost of living is lower, and so they like there's a lot of armor makers in like Malaysia. So a lot of people will get armor for like under $1,000 and then expect that cost from a US based maker, where it's going to cost like at least 4 times as much.
That's fair. Like I've commissioned, do you know Twee Han or whatever? She does a lot of princess dresses.
Not familiar, but
not in Malaysia, but she's somewhere in that area. And I commissioned a dress from her. It was Swan Princess. It was real. I'm actually selling it now. Oh, really? I haven't used her in years. But the price was good. But I've also commissioned stateside. I think I prefer stateside anyway. Better communication with the language barrier and less time for shipping and all that. I commissioned my Supergirl and my Rose from stateside cosplayer. I prefer to get back to my local community if I can.
Angel 2 frogs. Thank you for all the love. Yeah. I mean, I'm more than happy to do stuff for friends. And like a lot of the times they'll come to me with like short deadlines and I'm like, yeah, bet. But most of my commissions now come either word of mouth or from friends. Like it's not, I don't have to like seek out a lot of stuff. Because I've found that clients that I have, if I'm pursuing a client, it's not gonna be a fun time, like for me.
It's the 80-20 principle, the Pareto's principle. Have you heard of that?
No.
So it's the 80-20 rule can be used in most things in your life. So 20% of your clients will give you 80% of your problems.
Oh yeah.
You fire the clients that will give you the most problems.
Oh yeah, no.
I figured that out.
At this point, like there's like people will message me on Instagram, be like, "Oh my god, I want X, Y, and Z." I'm like, "Okay, email me," and then they don't. That filters out like 90%, and then the people who do email me, I can tell if they're gonna be a pain in my ass, and is it gonna be worth their being a pain in my ass? Like, are they gonna pay me enough for them to be a pain in my ass? Sometimes
both of those people, I've been like, I'll have somebody pursue me, say, "Hey, you said you were interested in this," and then I never really fully, like, I'm not super committed. Versus someone else mentions, like, "Yeah, we can do that," and I immediately will email them, give them all the details, with everything in the comments, like concerning any questions that I might have or they might have, and immediately try and like do all the communication right off the bat. Because one I'm more interested in than the other.
There's just some tells in emails at this point where I've been doing this long enough that like if somebody says something in a certain way, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna work with you. Like that's just like sorry, find somebody else. Like sometimes it's a project I don't want to take on and I'll say no. Like I have like maybe the money was fine, but I just don't want to do it. And I'll say no. I have gotten to a point where I can be somewhat picky with what I pick up, and I also don't necessarily like seek out clients like they usually find me at this point. So yeah, the number of commissions that I get varies widely. The number that I take on varies widely depending on if I'm doing a full costume or not. Like if I'm just doing a wig, I could pick up like 10 wigs a month, but I'm not doing just wigs. Jareth is pretty much a full costume. I've got like 3 or 4 other full costumes on the books right now. So it varies.
So don't you also do piloting stuff too? Is that profitable for you or is it just cosplay?
Piloting is not profitable yet. I'm working on my commercial rating. And once I get my commercial, I'll be able to do my CFI, but that's probably not until I won't probably finish that until sometime early next year, just because, I mean, I know you have other pilot buddy, but, the number of hours that I need to get my commercial is minimum 250. And right now I'm at 186. So I have a ways to go. And that's going to take me probably 6 months. It's going to take me like 6 months to.
Maybe another pilot friend can also get you like a pilot gig too. I mean, like
he works for an airline, and so he works for an airline. So once I get my commercial rating, I could potentially be hired as like a private, like charter pilot. It's really like the rules around what I can and can't do are really complex, and it gets weird. And there are ways to make money as a commercial pilot, but if you're not working for like an airline or cargo carrier or a charter, it gets really gray area for a lot of stuff. Like if somebody had a plane and wanted to hire me as a pilot to fly them around, that's totally legal. It's still totally legal if I provide the plane and I'm the pilot. But then it gets weirdly gray if like they hire me, if they have a plane and they like so say for example someone buys a private jet and I have all the ratings necessary to fly that plane and they need a pilot, they can hire me. But what gets really gray area is if they start asking me to fly other people around that's not them and they're not on the plane. That becomes an illegal charter, and then the FAA can come after you. So that's real weird. The rules are very vague on purpose, and it's kind of frustrating.
I can understand how that can be frustrating with like clear rules.
And what's going to get even more fun is because of the fucking Chevron decision. Like somebody is going to get really mad at the FAA about certain regulations, and they're going to go out the window, and then people are going to die. It's going to be great.
Yep. Safety is important. That's fair. So actually, someone in my comments was asking a cosplay question about like the best website to buy a pre-made costume from. Do y'all have any opinions on preferences?
I don't buy pre-made costumes, so I have no opinion.
I kind of figured. What do you think, Candace? Big costumes.
I've heard Cos-Sky is fine. Mick Costumes is fine. Don't buy.
I've partnered with Easy Cosplay, and I haven't had an issue with them.
Yeah, Easy Cosplays I think should be fine. Don't buy stuff off AliExpress. Apparently.
Yeah, AliExpress is. Before cosplay costume like websites were a big thing, I did buy my Carmen San Diego coat from AliExpress. But other than that, I don't buy from them anymore. But that was like I didn't have anywhere else way back when. I also because they were I managed to partner with them because they're that company. But if there was any issue, I couldn't return it because the return price for shipping is way ridiculous.
I mean, you can get stuff off Amazon, but the stuff on Amazon is from a lot of AliExpress drop shippers, so you got to be careful with Amazon as well.
Also, even if Amazon spouts that it is a certain brand, a lot of times they are just fake brands.
Yeah.
You gotta watch out for Amazon. So yeah, for cosplay, that would use Big Cosplay, Easy Cosplay. What was the other one that was mentioned?
I think it's Cos-Sky.
Cos-Sky, yeah, I've heard of that one too. Easy Cosplay was the one that gave me the full arcade cosplay. Nice. Although I will say I'm not a big fan of the shirt for Vibe because it goes over every mouth and I felt bad in the costume because there's no stretch to it and the fabric itself of the shirt is very like it goes over every single part of your body. So I felt very heavy. I think next time I wear Vibe, I will have to wear some sort of corset or something.
And I don't buy costumes because I'm like, oh my god, I could never. But I cosplay things that aren't buyable. Like, well, I could. Okay, so Lucifer, I could buy Lucifer, but the way that I want to wear it is not the way that it's made commercially, or
yeah,
sorry,
for sure.
Like the way I want.
The first time I wore Lady D, she was a commission because I didn't want to work with stretch fabric and I didn't want to mess up my Lady D. I'm like, I could technically buy a pattern and sew her, but I was very, very afraid of doing it wrong. So I got a commissioner. Unfortunately, the fabric got really heavy and the top just started falling off of me. I had to safety protect my bra. So when the commercial dress came out, it's not. I know how accurate it is, and I would prefer to have a screen accurate Lady D cosplay, but I'm like, I can't be bothered at this point. My costume has been worn so often that it's starting to pill.
Oh, that sucks.
But like, I can run around in the dress and not worry about getting it dirty because she's supposed to be a little dirty around the edges. So it's just a for fun costume at this point. Maybe one day I'll have her fully custom made where it's like 4 buttons here, the sleeves are wrong in the costume I have. The pleating in the back was the most intimidating thing for me. But the sleeves are very, very wrong for her and also that front ruffle. If I have the time and patience, I would make her accurate. But I don't have the time or the patience.
That's the other thing with a lot of pre-made stuff. It's not actually like super accurate to.
Yeah.
And my brain like needs the accuracy. But that's just me. Every single time, actually, the first version of Asterion that I did was I bought a pre-made shirt, but I ended up modifying it pretty heavily, and then I just made a jacket, so that went out the window.
I made a cosplay. What's her name? The president's daughter or something. Leon Kennedy keeps saving her at Resident Evil 4.
Oh, I don't know Resident Evil very well.
I'm forgetting her name. She's blonde. I did almost a complete like thrift store and modification of thrift store finds. The only thing I couldn't find was a skirt, which I got on Amazon. But like, I hand sewed some things and I made the wig. I need to sell her actually. I think I'm gonna sell her. But yeah, that was for a project for Resident Evil.
Nice.
I'm actually really excited. So one of my long-standing, really supportive fans is going to start her first cosplay. That's why she asked about the cosplays, like cosplay buying stuff.
Yeah.
She's one of the few. She'll comment on like every single one of my videos and ask questions and interact like, across all platforms. But also, she's part of my Patreon and will comment on all Patrons too. It's just really cool. She lives with her mom, and her mom apparently watches my stuff too. So her and her elderly mother are like watching my videos.
Cute.
That's so cool. What is that emotion? It's called Sonder, where so many people are living their own lives, kind of thing. Yeah, it's such a cool thing to think about. I should probably check my other chat at some point, but it's so much easier over here to just lean in. I feel like depending on the angle and how much interaction you want, you can go on one live versus the other because you can see I'm doing all the work over there. Yeah, I haven't checked it all, but it's because TM has access to our chat. So.
What?
I said you have access to our chat, so I haven't been checking it at all.
Which chat? Where? Huh?
You have access to our chat. The chat? You can see the chat? That's what she's saying.
Oh, Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sabrina on TV 8. Like Sabrina the Teenage Witch. They're having a whole conversation on their own over here. Ashley from Resident Evil 4. Yep, Ashley. That's the character. Leon! Help! Leon! Get me! Freaking, this wig is so naughty. Not N-O-T. You naughty Wackus Wonkus. What do you think, Wackus Wonkus? Honestly, you should do that with Lucifer and Duck.
Yeah.
I need to make that document that I was talking about, the Google Doc of all the audios, because I know I've already said this. I have way too many. So I'm thinking like I could make a document where you could put a little asterisk next to whichever one you like most. Yeah. But right now I just save the audios under Lilith or Lilith Plus for like people to interact with her. I think I'm gonna add a link to the original audio and like my idea of what I was trying to think about. Yeah. My description. This is why like I have more than 800 Lady D videos on my YouTube folders. And about 300 transition videos. Most of them are Lady D, but there's some others too. But my brain never shuts up. I'm always coming up with new ideas. Mom is actually watching. Your mom is watching right now? Oh. I was going to ask how old your mom is, but I'm like, that's probably too much. Not every lady likes to talk about their age. We're over here spilling all our ages. Like, I'm 36, I'm 37, I'm 38. 30, flirty and thriving? No, was it 30, flirty and single, or whatever the 13 going on 30 movie? I don't know if you remember that a long time ago, I think. 30, flirty, and thriving. Like the girl wants to be 30, wakes up one day and she's 30. Realizes life kind of sucks. Nice big reader. So, yeah. Like, I like getting older. I like so, like, sure, there's some things like the loss of your appearance the way you saw you my facial fat and all of those things. Yeah, those things are sad. Yeah, because the fat starts moving from here all the way down to here at different jowls. Wrinkles and weirdness. Lips are, they never were anything. They're pretty much gone. Lips go smaller, ears and nose get bigger. Yeah. But like, yeah, I think we still see ourselves as our younger self, but we have the knowledge and the confidence of age. I like me better now than I did when I was younger. Same. I'm also constantly improving. Like, there's things about me that I'm starting to realize that, like, oh, that's something that actually thinks about me. I like having adult conversations. It is in like I don't have to let somebody continue to treat me poorly or whatever. I can just adult it now. That's been nice.
64. Oh, your mom's a little older than my parents. My dad's about 60, maybe 61. His birthday is like, it's now Juneteenth. His birthday's on Juneteenth. Yes. So he can't really celebrate it as much as he used to. Yeah. What is that?
I shave my feet afterwards.
Are those little hooks?
They're little paws, and yeah, I have to cover them and shave them.
You know, it's funny. My dad and mom are opposite of what people typically think of like a man and woman should be. So before there was a stereotype of like man do this job, woman do this job. My parents just worked. My mom worked IT. She just did. And I never thought of it as a man's job. And my dad was a nurse. And I never thought either of those were like weird for their gender.
Yeah.
But my dad is more social. My mom's like the hermit. Yeah.
I'm actually kind of.
Oh, well, for someone who's a hermit, you're very inviting. And you feed me.
I do. I thought I know how to make friends by giving them things whenever I like people. So I'm very much a gifter. That's how you know I like you.
I just find you, and I just found Candace and I picked her up and I said we're getting soft tacos later.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. You're coming home with me. I did that. I don't know if you know. Her name is Alex, and she's done like the daughter of with me before, like the brunette one. But I met her at a con. She was a different version of Lady D, and I just sat there like, hey, let's hang out. Turns out she was not there by herself. I wasn't there by myself, so she just followed me everywhere. Yeah, and observed me. Turns out she was actually a pretty good fan of mine too. So she probably had a little bit of that like fan syndrome, like, oh my gosh, how do I talk to her? But she kept it cool. Yeah. So thankfully she did. Play it off. Because if you put someone on a pedestal, now you can't really interact the same way. If she had fangirl too much, I probably wouldn't be able to be like, let's just be friends. Then the next time we ever hung out, I had invited her to my house. Instead of going to CatsyCon, where like it had a lot of rules and a lot of outbreaks and stuff like that. Yeah. It's like, how about we have a mini Catsy in my house? So I invited her and an old over. But yeah, I had been trying to get a hold of you when your car's extended warranty for forever.
I'm really bad at hanging out. Like I don't know. I don't feel weird fan things. I'm just like, I'm just a hermit. Yeah. And I've got a bunch of weird stuff always going on. And then I'm like, does someone really want to hang out with me? I don't know. So I give people many options to choose not to do that. Well, I think I pursued you 2 or 3 times first, and you're like, I guess I gotta be friends with her or whatever. No. Because I definitely have whatever those weekends were. You were busy. I was working on this crafting here. That's right. And I wanted to make sure I had it done in time. Now that they're done, I'm like, I can breathe. And I wasn't like upset or anything because I knew that you wanted to hang out. I did. You were so enthusiastic. I was. Yes. I was like, we're besties now. You're like, we haven't even seen each other. I am actually kind of the same way sometimes. Like, as long as people don't give up on me, I'll actually say yes. Yeah. So, like, I get it. You got life. It's all for adults with lives. And look at that. You gave me a chance even though I was late today. So I'm like, all right. She goes like, these are my people. You texted me. Like, where you at? I did. I gave it a good bit of time. You did. You gave me a half hour buffer. Maybe I should message her. And I appreciate that. Oh, I'd have been like, here I am. I should have communicated too, being like, oh, I'll come around this time. I woke up early. I woke up before my alarm to the sunrise. I walked around, had some coffee, took a shower, started the laundry. It was just kind of a nice chill day. It was Sunday. It was a good Sunday. It's ending with getting some stuff done. Now it's a fun day. Yes. Taco fun day. Oh my god.
I made a ruffle. Look at my ruffle. Look at my ruffle.
Oh, ruffles. Nice ruffle.
Nice ruffle.
Big ruffle. I think it was Raina Emery. I don't know if you follow her. But she did so much ruffle on her princess dresses. Like watching her those tutorial videos of just like the time lapse. Just don't know how she did that. But I mean, she went to college for design and everything. Yeah. I met her years ago when she came out to the East Coast once.
And that was like before that anybody really blew up. We were mutual that I'd seen her before. I interrupted her in the middle of a photo shoot. I'm such an idiot, but I was very impulsive. Like, oh my gosh, I know you. Give her mutuals. Like, give me a second. She was so sweet about it. I love her crew though. Like, they're obviously friends and they have a lot of fun together. Like, oh wait, that's us too. We could do this. That could be us. That is us. We're doing it. But you know how they go out in the desert and they do all kinds of dances, and I'm like, that's probably more than I can do. The sheer amount of TikToks they produce. Well, it's full time for them. They're full time TikToks. Haley Bell, I think is her name. Her husband is the videographer. See, that's convenient. Yeah, because then they don't have to pay anybody or worry about that. And it's just literally some besties and their supportive husband. I love that for them. It's such like a good vibe. Yeah, it's such cosplay friends. I've got those comments too about me and Luna. Luna's a blonde friend that I've been with a lot. But she was further away now. But I like being with. Well, when you're with people for long enough to understand how they communicate and their flaws and everything. Yeah. Like I'm flawed, she's flawed. We're both understanding of each other's situations. When I was going through it for a while. In the height of COVID, I got canceled a little bit. Really? Yeah. I feel like it was probably more extreme in my head than it probably was. Yeah, but that's your whole life. Yeah, it was like the only thing that kept me sane and happy. And so I was like crying all the time and everything. And I would just drive up to her house in the middle of the night and be like, Luna, are you available? And then just like ask her. A lot of it was like why. I was asking a lot of why. Yeah. Luna was going through some things too, so she couldn't really be there all the way. But just having someone I felt like I could talk to was something. Yeah. Who also understand the situation. I never told my parents that I went through that. I never told them because then I'd have to explain the whole backstory. Yeah. Just like how I'm going through something right now, everyone's been messaging me, asking me if I'm okay, and I'm like, I just don't want to go through explaining the whole situation again. Yeah. But it is work related, and that's like work related is to pour over in the personal life. So it's like really, yeah. Oh my gosh, it impacts everything. And personal can pour over into work. That's why you have to have both. Yeah. A lot of my students will come to me sometimes really stressed out and apologizing, and they're talking about things going on in their personal life, and I'm like, no, I get it. You need to take care of you before you can be okay in other situations. Oh, did I tell you I teach? What do you teach? I teach my job, photo, video, journalism. Yeah. It's so cool. I get to be a teacher and a creator. Like, I love teaching. So you absolutely are the person for me to contact. Yeah, actually. That's wild. I teach as well, but not that. Yeah, you teach your job as well. Yeah, I teach my job to the youngins, newer ones. I love a good chill Sunday. Give me some snackies and a cool underground jazz. Well, we're in the underground basement, so it is great. A little sister sends her regards, as well as a good mood. Oh, I love that. Oh, your little Russian sister? Oh.
I just got real hungry all of a sudden, so I'm actually gonna head out because I also gotta do a bunch of stuff with the serger, and that's real boring and loud.
Okay. Thanks for hanging out and just chit chatting.
Yeah.
I'm spending way too much time on this hair, like crimping, just trying to get more body and less tangles.
All right, I'm out. Peace.
See ya. Bye, Keegan.
Bye. Gonna end over here too.